Yeah, wow. What do you know? There was an eye doctor place here all these years. Right next to Walmart. And I never knew it. Only time I ever came down here was for that AT&T building down there. Because I wanted to cancel my service because I thought AT&T was terrible. They were charging me like $800 a month. It was stupid. Also, this jacket's like pretty dirty. I don't know if I should go in there with this. But I'm here and I'm a little early. I'm a little early. It's 8:52. So. But the contacts themselves, they said would be about $37. So I'm gonna be taking in 50 just as precaution. Excellent. All right, I gotta be perfectly honest. I'm not sure if I look ugly without the glasses or if it's just because it's a new look. If I think I look handsome with them, I'll keep them and toss these out of here. If they feel absolutely torturous to have in my eyes, or I just don't think I look good without glasses, I'll simply just get new lenses because these ones are kind of banged up. So that'll be a plan. I must admit, looking at me in the camera right now, I do give off more of an original character vibe rather than an NPC or background character, which I might give off the vibes of if I didn't have glasses. What time is it? It's 8:55. So I think I'm gonna wait out these last 5 minutes alone. So I'll give you an update in 3, 2, 1. All right, update time. So, Shopko Optical is a great place. It's just, of course, I had to be picky. They didn't have the frames that I wanted. I did come here to get contact lenses, true, but I put in the contact lens. Well, I actually didn't. I was trying to put in the contact lens. I just can't get my eyelids open enough. All right? My eyes are just too tight. So, and besides, now that I think about it, I personally think I do look better with glasses. But they didn't have the frames that I wanted. Not even close. Out of all their options, they did not have the frames I wanted. So I didn't buy any new ones. My only other option was to give these to them. I would have had to give these to them, and then they ship them off, and it would have taken 2 weeks for them to put new lenses in here and then send them back to me. Which means I would have been driving and going to work and doing everything else without being able to see anything. I'm going to go ahead and search around Whitefish and Kalispell here and figure out and find out what all the different eye doctor places are here. And then I'm going to go to each one and see if they have the frames I want. If they do, I'll get it. If they don't, if nowhere has the frames that I want. If nowhere has the frames that I want, then I guess I'll just take 2 weeks vacation time off of work. Or, my other option, I find out what these lenses are called on Google with GPT, which I'm already going to do later. I buy those, have them shipped to the house, and I have them now. And then I bring them here, and they can do it with those. So I don't have to send these away. They can send the frame away. Those are the options. So right now, I'm going to go to the other eye doctor place that I know is here. It's actually right next to this. I just have to drive there. Yep, there's a section of Walmart specifically for eye care. So I'm going to go in there and see if they have the lenses I want. And I should probably go in there prepared with a lot of money. You know, if they do have the frames I want, odds are I'm going to be paying about like 200 something for them. So probably go in there with that. I'll just go in with 150. I could go in with 200, but now that I think about it, it's probably not. Just judging by what I saw in Shop Go Optical, it's probably not going to be that much. And of course, I forget my prescription in the car. But it does look like they have the frames I want. I didn't really get a good look. I just kind of walked in there and glanced at the wall as I was talking to a lady, and then I forgot my prescription in the car, so I got to go get it, but looks like they got it. Unlike Shop Go Optical, they said, see, when I went to Shop Go Optical, I told you what they said. They said I couldn't have the same frames unless I sent them and waited 2 weeks. Came over here to this place, and they said they could just put new lenses in these frames right now, straight up. That's awesome. Alright, so yeah, Shop Go Optical is not your go-to choice, because, like I said, I just went there, and all of their frames, just keep this in mind, all their frames were like $200 something, and yet I went here, links to this place in the description, by the way. I went here, and all of the frames were like $60 each instead of like $200. And not only that, they said they could literally just take your glasses, get the measurements right there and then they would give you a call or a text in like 5 to 6 days when your lenses are ready, and you can come pick them up. And whereas Shop Go Optical was gonna charge me like $150 to do it, this place only charged me $85 for the lenses. And then it'll be in... So, in other words, Shop Go Optical wanted me to... Because they didn't have my frames... If they did have my frames, I would have been paying around $200 for a new set of glasses. But they didn't have my frames, so they wanted me to give them my glasses, so I'd go 2 weeks driving and going to work without seeing. It cost $150, whereas here, all their frames were like $60 each. They said all they have to do is get the measurements of the glasses, and then it cost me $85, and then they text me in like 5 to 6 days instead of 2 weeks when my lenses are ready, and I come pick them up whenever I want. That is astronomically better. Like, that is incredible. So, Shop Go Optical, do not go to them, okay? They are the Kmart of eye care. This place, we've got a good connection now. So, links in the description if you're interested. Not that you're going to drive all the way down here to go to this place, but maybe there's a similar place in your location. Also got this case that they wanted to give me. Looks really nice. And then I got this. Also has a cloth inside of it. So, it was $85 for the lenses. With these two on top, it was $89. So I spent $89. I get to keep these exact same frames. They don't have to take them, and it only takes like 5 to 6 days before I get to come pick up my new lenses. Where at Shop Go Optical, it was going to take 2 weeks, be hundreds of dollars, and they would have had to take my glasses, and I wouldn't be able to see anything.
Do you know what I said? I gotta get the dinero, the cash, and the bread. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm down to do the do just as long as it's paid.